Hello everybody, welcome to Coffee Vlog, the show where I sit down with someone and we talk as someone, just someone, and we talk about life, movies, comedy, and many other things. This show is mostly about getting comedians on. Rob, you're probably wondering, Luke, where's the coffee? This is cool.
I am wondering it.
This is going to be terrible. It's a cold coffee.
I actually prefer cold coffee to warm coffee.
I bought this yesterday. I haven't tried it yet.
Minor Figures Coffee Nitro Cold Brew.
Yeah, I don't know how good it's going to be and how much coffee is actually...
But if you want to sponsor us, or is that not... What are the rules on YouTube?
Yeah, I don't know how YouTube works anymore.
Ooh.
That made a weird noise.
It's a satisfying noise though. Cheers.
Cheers, so...
Thank you, Minor Figures Coffee.
Right, so did you want to... I didn't even say your name, did I? I didn't say today on the Coffee Vlog we have Rob Dan. I introduced that way too late.
It's alright.
Into this Rob Dan,
it's okay.
Comedian.
People that are watching this will probably get it from me or you sharing it.
Yeah, so that's how it's going to work. And
I'm a pretty big deal among people that know me.
I've got some subscribers on the YouTubes as well.
Hello, subscribers on the YouTube.
2,000 and something, so it's not many, but it's
hello to all 2,000 of you. And also, if you're not subscribed, subscribe.
I'm glad you did that.
Drop a big old thumbs up, and then click on the bell icon to get the notifications as soon as other comedians sit here with Luke and Minor Figures Coffee.
What do you think of the Minor Figures Coffee? It's almost the Wayne's World product placement that we're doing.
Normally I get frappuccinos and stuff, and they obviously they blend it all in, and it's a thing. This no offense, Luke, this tastes a bit like someone has made coffee, left it in the fridge, and then just gone, would you like a frap? Would you like a little cold coffee? No, this is yum yum.
I thought I'd try it because the first episode I did give them hot coffee. I thought for this I should put a table or something, but sorry, we're not that professional here with the tables.
They can't. If there was a table here, they wouldn't even know. And there is. Yeah.
Just there.
We're very tall men. We have to bend down.
I'm 6'3" or 4", I think. How are you?
6'5".
6'5".
Yeah.
I always think you look taller than me when I see you, but I don't know.
It's illusion. I wear a lot of dark clothing to seem even taller than I actually am. Apart from now, obviously I wear more festive stuff because I'm a big fan of the old Xmas.
You're wearing the very festive.
Yeah, the very festive black.
That's what I've been doing for this month.
Black is the new black, Luke. I don't know if anyone's told you.
Christmas colours.
Yeah.
This is what I've done it too late into it, but introduce yourself. Give us some. Just tell us a little bit about yourself, and then we can get properly into.
All right. So I'm Rob Dan. I'm 25. I'm originally from Romania, but now I've been living in England for 17 years.
And it was this year that you got.
This year that I became a British citizen, but I'm still Romanian. That's just paperwork.
No, they change it. As soon as you change that, you're not Romanian anymore.
Yeah, my DNA ancestry comes back. It's like, sorry, mate, 100% Anglo-Saxon. Like Luke, I'm a stand-up comedian on the London open mic circuit. Been going a year and a bit. Started out October 2017. Wait, is that right? Yeah, October 2017. And yeah, still doing it.
Still enjoying it?
Sure. Yep.
Tell people what type of comedy is it you do.
Oh man, over the last year I was talking to someone about this the other day, and I've done so I've gone from different things to different things, to completely different stuff. I used to do
First time I saw you was when you're doing your first dates bit.
Yeah.
That was
That was almost like a character act. It was trying to I was talking about my breakup and just trying to get laughs from how sad things are, and it was going okay. Then I moved into really sort of meta commenty stuff about the London open mic circuit, which recently got me into a bit of trouble. And now since August, September, I've just been doing more more storytelling stuff, or more anecdotal things, or just silly ideas that I have, and using comedy to get across my viewpoints and stuff. I have a real issue that I can't write jokes. Which is, I literally,
When you say you can't write them, what sort of do you mean? Just a really short joke, or
Yeah.
do you mean they have to be a long bit?
I can't just go, here's a setup, here's a punchline, have that. That's fun.
Yeah.
I find that really difficult. But sometimes I'll just be sitting around, I'll just get an idea in my head, and I go, oh my god, cool. And I write it down, and I'll do it on stage. And normally what I do is I get like 2 or 3 new bits, and I'm like, I'm gonna do these bits, and if I do really badly, I'll just do some old stuff just to build it back up. But then I end up doing one of the new bits, and then I get the light, and I'm like, 4.5 minutes on the one thing. I've got like 3 other things to talk about. What are you on about? Which is But now recently I've started to like try and get longer spots, which I think has helped.
Yeah.
Because it plays into being able to like build a persona on stage, and people like jokes tend to work better if the jokes before that kind of agree with what you're presenting yourself as on stage, I think. So yeah, but yeah, I have a joke where I literally go, oh, I got heckled once, and someone said that I looked like an alcoholic Ross from Friends, which is bad, but it's even worse that the person heckling me was my girlfriend at the time. And I go, oh, I say girlfriend, we were on a break.
There you go.
Yeah,
for the Friends fans.
Yeah, the one for all the Friends fans out there. Yeah, and that never gets laughs. That's always just like like people just make the noise of oh yeah, you've done it. Yeah. That just gets that, and as soon as I do it, I'm like, good. Now let's go into a 6-minute bit about Tinder. Like,
I think that's what I prefer writing at the moment. I can write some one-liners, but I prefer to write those long bits.
Yeah.
Where you probably speak about something for ages. That's why I've written terrible bits on Coronation Street and a Harold Bishop 4-minute long bit, but
Monkey Portraits.
Yeah. Yeah, that's this terrible book that I talk about, and you can see that I've recently there's all dog books down here as well.
Nice.
I talk about dog books this month. That's been the one.
Cat's getting stuck.
Yeah.
When I came into this room, I looked around and I was like, I said to Luke, I was like, I could touch any square inch of this room and it would just be something that I would like to own. There's so all this cool stuff back. A little Wally there, Lego Wally, amazing. Gremlins.
Yeah, there's a lot of different.
So this isn't high quality content now. I'm just like, welcome to Rob's review of Luke's recording space. Have you guys seen this Star Wars film? It's meant to be pretty good.
We've got the new Star Wars next year, haven't we?
Yeah. How are you feeling about the new Star Wars since Force Awakens?
Well, they've still said that. Like, I liked The Force Awakens and The Last Jedi. I wasn't a fan of probably the first. It's weird. I wasn't a fan of the first half an hour of it, or not even that. The part that I liked is
What's
as
the
soon
first
as
half an hour of The Last Jedi?
I can't even remember. That's the one thing I can remember. The Force Awakens, but The Last Jedi is a film that I saw twice in the cinema. But I've forgotten most of it, which probably isn't a good thing. But the one scene that stood out for me is when Kylo Ren and why am I forgetting the name? Rey, yeah. Oh, there's what's his name? The weird Snoke, yeah. And then he gets chopped in half. And
Spoiler alert.
Spoiler, yeah. There we go. But if you haven't seen The Last Jedi by now, but that part where it changed and all of a sudden they're both fighting, I was like, this changed it for me. But
yeah. I really enjoyed The Last Jedi and The Force Awakens. I know some of, like, The Last Jedi specifically, a lot of people are like, fuck this, it's awful, can I swear?
Yeah. Well, YouTube's not a fan of... They demonetise your videos now.
Oh man, I'm so sorry.
But it's fine, no, I
Frick this, people say.
I speak about disturbed movies on here anyway, so I've been demonetised.
Okay. You're on the blacklist now, they're not even bothering to look anymore.
No.
They're just like, oh, Luke uploaded? No. I like Rogue One a lot.
Yeah, Rogue One was fun. Yeah.
Solo was.
Yeah, it wasn't. I keep forgetting that came out this year. It doesn't feel like it came out this year.
Yeah.
But it did. It had its moments. I just don't really like the whole new. Oh, let's throw in a quirky robot. Like BB-8 was perfect for me.
Yeah.
But then I can't remember the name of the robot they threw into. You know, the one that.
In Rogue One.
No, in Solo.
Oh, yeah. That's. I think they think it was like a staple of the films that you have to have like a quirky robot in there.
Yeah, but Donald Glover was great in it. It was literally that.
Yeah,
but
I think they just tried to shove too many new characters into Solo.
Yeah.
And it's like, just give us Lando, Han, and Chewie being young and doing stuff.
Yeah.
That's all.
Because I know everyone sort of almost hates the ending of it with the certain character showing up and yeah, but no. That's a good segue here with the movies. It's one question I asked. What's your top 3 movies?
All right.
You gonna
This is number one.
Pulp Fiction?
Pulp Fiction is number one for me. I've seen it countless times. Like, I'm one of those people, whenever I watch it, I'm like lip syncing to the dialogue sort of thing. The first John Wick.
Yep, that is a good choice.
Yeah.
Good choice.
Oh my god, there's so many. Oh, 2001: A Space Odyssey.
Good
That
choices.
is
That
top
is
three.
good choices.
Yeah. 2001, I remember watching it the first time and being like, what? What? It's like, but like that sense of like confusion, but I'm enjoying being confused. I'm enjoying not knowing what's going on. And I then I read the book, and that took the best part of a year, just because it's like that.
Yeah.
And there's loads of them. It's like 2001, 2010, 3001. Like it's a whole thing.
Yeah, because they made the sequel wasn't that far after it, was it?
Nope.
And then I know they made another one. They've tried to always still carry it on.
But they like, I think they should have done that, because 2001 it was just mind-blowingly good. There was no way when you sat down to make the second one you thought this is going to be as good or better than the first one, because it's silly. But watching it again a little bit older, I was like, I understand. Like,
I think it's fun. It's one of those ones that has to sort of grow on you as well, and it has to have multiple viewings just to sort of.
Yeah, and it's quite artsy as well. Certain bits when there's like all those really long shots to classical music and the spinning spaceships and then like things move. Yeah, it's good, and obviously it opened the pod bay doors. How chilling.
So what's your favourite genre then? Like.
Ooh, my favourite.
That's three different. You've done three very sort of action, crime.
Yeah. Just randomly 2001.
Sci-fi.
Sci-fi, I think. Sci-fi is. I'm a big fan of sci-fi. If anything is set in the future or on another planet or a long time ago, I'm basically 50% sold.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's a genre, but I've got a real. I don't know what the word is for it. I don't want to say fetish. It's not a fetish. It's just a real preference for any film that involves giant things.
Giant thing.
Just giant things. Cloverfield.
So
Loved it.
More of the kaiju.
Kaiju, yeah, Godzilla. Love the Godzilla films. Pacific Rim. Oh my god, I can't explain how much I love Pacific Rim. I love the second one, no.
I love the first film. Hate the second one.
But I remember going to see Pacific Rim in the cinemas, and I was like, this is great, this is amazing. And then I had a few friends who saw it, and they're like, it's fucking awful. Like, what do you mean it's fucking awful? And they're like, oh, the characters are two-dimensional and their story's not really all that, and blah, blah, blah. And I was like, I'm sorry, but if you watch the trailer to that film, the trailer advertises a film about massive robots fighting massive monsters.
That's all Guillermo wanted to make. He didn't want to make a movie where it's like, you get a bit of
not
a
there to make
backstory.
you think.
You get a bit of a backstory to see what happened to them as kids and stuff, and how they got into what happened. But is just him creating these monsters and because he wanted to be part of the second one. He was going to direct the second one, because there's videos online which I still feel a bit sad about, that he released one saying, we're making an animated series, we're going to make it into a whole universe now, and then I think the studios were like, nah, we don't want to make the animated series. Like the same with him wanting to make Hellboy 3, and then them saying, no.
Yeah, now there's a new Hellboy out.
The thing is, I'm alright with because it's got the guy that was in Strange Things, and I'm alright with that. With the new trailer,
Is that the guy that plays Hellboy?
Yeah, so
the sheriff.
Yeah, he's playing Hellboy. But it still looks like it could be fine. The last shot of the trailer was. Did you watched the trailer? Yeah.
What's the last shot?
It's like him properly on fire.
With the crown and the sword. Yeah. That looks really interesting.
So yeah, I think it's gonna be on the same sort of wavelength as the original, but I don't think it's gonna be as good. Yeah. Ron Perlman, he did an interview recently where he had a dinner with. Why am I forgetting the guy's name? I think his name. No, it's David, the guy that's playing.
Put the guy's name in the comments.
Yeah, David. David, the guy that's playing Hellboy, but they had a dinner together. Yeah. Patton Oswalt, he got them together. He was like, let's make a dinner. And they've spoken about it, but I don't think the guy said Ron Perlman doesn't want to watch the new Hellboy.
Oh really?
Because he was pushing so much for the third one to be made, and he was really upset because he had put so much into that character, and they were like, no, we can't make a third one, but we're going to remake it.
Why would you?
Yeah.
Would it be weird if they remade it but just kept Ron Perlman as Hellboy?
I don't know. I think they should have done that, but I don't know. It's weird to get.
Because it's like Spider-Man. It's like you had the Spider-Man films with Sam Raimi directing them.
Yeah.
And then you had the Amazing Spider-Man, and you have Spider-Man: Homecoming. But like, what if you just kept don't keep Tobey Maguire as Spider-Man.
Have you seen the new Spider-Man, the animated one?
No, the
Into
Spider-Verse.
Yeah,
No.
they take the piss out of all like the other movies. They
Really?
Yeah, and the whole jazz bit in Spider-Man 3, they pick on that, and it's done so perfectly. But even in the new Spider-Man game, you can go around doing the jazz fingers.
Really?
Yeah. You can walk around the street and just start going like that to people, and it's yeah.
I played the new Spider-Man game, and I was reading up about it, and I saw that a lot of people, because it's got all those like 1,000,001 unlockable suits,
Yeah.
and everyone was like, "Give us the Sam Raimi Spider-Man suit," and people were getting really abusive to like the creators of the game. They were sending like horrible stuff.
Why do
Like,
people get like that?
Yeah, like I'm gonna skin your kids unless you give us the Spider-Man suit. Like what? Relax, dude. Like it's literally a file. Like you're doing this over like 5 megabytes. What? Ridiculous. And now recently they've put that suit into the game.
Okay. It's not even. It's not even great of a
no.
suit. No. So.
The black version is better.
Yeah.
And all the standard like red and blue ones from all the other in the game, they're all so much better than that one. Especially the one that, for the game with like the white trim on it. That's awesome. But no, we want the Sam Raimi Spider-Man.
Computer games. I'm really good at segues. That's the one thing you'll notice. I'm good at segues.
Let's get on and off stage. You smash your segues out, mate. You are. People say to me, they're like, Luke Poulton, when you see him, just recommend that he gets a Segway. That's how good he is. He should only ever perform on a Segway.
I never have any. I don't have any segues in my set. I'm just. Someone said a while back they just like that I just go from a joke to something that doesn't connect to the joke in any way.
What's the best feedback you've ever gotten from someone on a set?
I can't even think at the moment, but someone loved Monkey Portrait so much they bought it for their friend. That was that's the one thing.
I had a couple come up to me a month or two ago now, and they were like, I can't remember where I was, but I did a closing 10, and they came up to me and they were like, we're still a little bit mind fucked by your set, still trying to figure out, but so far what I've got is that you hate comedy and you want to make fun of comedy and other comedians, and I was like, I mean, you're not totally wrong. Yeah, I had an older woman come up to me once as well, and say, "You need to swear less," and I felt so guilty.
Oh god!
I was like, "Oh my goodness, I'm so sorry." Rewrite all my stuff now. I'm gonna throw massive chunks of my material out the window because it's so based on like me repeating swear words. Yeah. Video games.
Yeah, there we go.
Boom.
Yeah, just this is the.
You should do the old school Batman.
Yeah.
Video games. What do you play? What's your thing?
I like a lot of horrors, like horror games. Survival horror is my favourite one to play. One that I'm playing the most at the moment is just Red Dead Redemption 2. But survival horror, puzzle game. Well, I mean, when puzzle is walking around somewhere trying to discover where to go. There's a lot of different games that I like playing. I was really into Minecraft when in university. that's the one thing.
Yeah.
How about you?
I will. If it looks interesting, I'll play it.
What have you got a console?
Yeah, I've got a PS4. I bought it because I had some surgery earlier this year, and I hadn't had a console for so long because I just didn't have time to play it.
Yeah.
And I was like, well, if I'm going to be bedbound for 2.5 months, I may as well make the most of it. So I picked up a PS4, and what was I playing? I poured so much time into Fallout 4. That I love Fallout 4 and Skyrim as well. When I replayed Skyrim, and I was like, I need to go to CEX and sell this game because I would just keep getting signed off work, and I would just stay here being like the Doverkin. Like it's gonna be crazy.
Yeah.
One of my favourite games I played in the last couple of years was Alien Isolation.
Like that was that I played it through twice. But just the whole thing just had me on edge. Just where you're hiding under those beds and all of a sudden just dropping down from. You think you're just walking around at one point. You think, yeah, I'm fine. And all of a sudden you hear those feet running behind you. You can't even run away from it.
I used to play because I had a housemate and the game was in the living room. So I used to play at night for the full thing with all the lights off. And I bought a pair of like gaming headphones as well.
Oh god!
And I was like, yeah, I'm super immersed now. This is gonna be freaking crazy. And I used to play it, and I swear to God, I was trying to quit smoking at the time, and then I just gave up. Like I would be on my way home from university and I'd go, what am I doing today? I'll have something to eat and I'll play some Alien. I'll pick up cigarettes then, I guess, because I'll play like 15, 20 minutes of it. If it gets too intense, just put it down and be like, I need to just stand outside and how do I get past it? Where is the next locker? What do I do? But that was a great game. And the bits when you got to go outside onto the the ship and everything.
There's stuff just flying at you.
Yeah, Dead Space as well.
I really love the first and second one. Third one,
didn't even touch it.
Third one, I bought it. Only probably about I left it for ages, and about 4 years ago I bought it and then started playing it, and I was like, this is not what, because they made it really cartoony, the graphics.
Oh really?
And they made it where the monsters were completely different this time. They had like glowing eyes. They could just run at you. They weren't crawling about on the walls anymore or anything. And I was like, this isn't the same game. So that's why the franchise ended as well. Because I was hoping they were going to carry it on, but because of Dead Space 3 doing so badly and being terrible.
Just killed off the whole franchise.
Yeah.
Man, that must suck. Being one of the people that worked on that and be like, hey, your work, they're not making these games anymore because of what you did.
It's annoying that they ended it.
Yeah, but Dead Space 1 and 2, there's a bit that sticks in my head. I think it was Dead Space 2. When you're in like the nursery bit of the ship, and then you see it through the window, like you can't do anything. You see the woman go to hold that little, the little baby things that blow up.
Yeah.
And you see her cuddling it, and then you see, and like the window is covered in red. Remember that? And I remember being on like, there's a bit when you're on like a stage in like a school hall, and then loads of like the little kid ones start running at you, and that was.
I don't know if it's on the second one, like with the whole glass thing. I remember there's at one point where they're all stood in the room. And all of a sudden, all the lights go out, and then something's in the room, and you can hear it moving about because you're behind the glass. And the lights come back on. Everyone in that room has just been killed.
Yeah.
Well, I hate the opening of this. I don't just because of how on edge it got me. It's when he's in the straitjacket. I think
the second one.
Yeah. And they're coming towards you, and you've got to like run and try and get out of this straitjacket. And it's
such an
horrible.
intense start to the game. There's no like, oh yeah, so this is how you move. This is how you run. Yeah, I like survival games, survival horror games. I played that. Oh, what's that demo thing called? Oh, the one. PT. Yeah. I played that. That was something.
Yeah, because there's some people that have tried to make almost the same game. Resident Evil 7 had some things that were quite similar to that.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think what else I played. There's Layers of Fear, where that's a really good game, but that at points you'll be walking around a room and there'll be a painting behind you. You'll turn the other way, look behind you, and all of a sudden there's just a corridor that appears. So there's all things like that.
Do you ever play a game called Prey? I know there's the new one out, but then there was the older one.
Yeah, I did play the old one, but I played the new one recently, and I had to give up on that because it's good, but there's points where I tried to put on too hard difficulty and then I couldn't go back, and I was like, great, can't even do this game now because there's these little bomb things that start running at you at points and you cannot get away from them.
No, I remember because of the first one, they had like this whole like Native American backstory to the character, and you got up to like the spirit realm and consult with your ancestors and stuff, and that was pretty cool. But there was bits where you'd be walking down a corridor and you turn the corridor, and at the end of it you would see yourself looking down a corridor, and if you move to the right they would move. So it's literally looking at yourself, and I remember being like shooting it and then getting shot from the side and being looking over there, but that's just a regular corridor, and I was like, what is this game?
I do like it when games do that.
Yeah, I just enjoy like games and TV shows and films and stuff. I just enjoy when they do anything out of the norm. Even like the comedy that I watch, I just enjoy anything that's a little bit different. Like that's not just another straight white dude with a microphone doing their thing. Like,
you don't like you've got your Tinder material bit, but not actual.
There's not,
which isn't.
I just enjoy weird stuff. I just enjoy because there's so much of the norm. It's almost there's no point to see it. But saying that, when I started, like when I was young, I've always loved stand-up comedy. My stand-up comedy diet was literally like Chris Rock, that first Chappelle special, a little bit of Cat Williams. Just create like
Chappelle show. That was one thing that I started just watching from, because that has some of the best sketches. Just the ideas are just so ridiculous, like the KKK, him being the leader.
Yeah. The blind.
Blind KKK. Yeah.
Or what's the other one when they had like the racial draft, and they like exchange people from different yeah. Chappelle's show is genius. I loved it in his new special, and he was like, and now you have to watch Key and Peele doing your own show, like that. To be fair, that's what they're doing.
Yeah,
that is. What's your favourite video game ever?
Favourite video game ever? Max Payne was that was one of the first ones that I probably played, and I remember just playing that and being like, this is because it's horrible right from the start. Because it's how his wife getting killed, and then you have to do the whole hearing the baby crying at one point.
Yeah,
I think that's one that had sort of impact on me playing games. But yeah.
Yeah.
How about you?
Oblivion. I really enjoyed it.
Yeah.
Oblivion was good. The first Halo.
Yeah, no, was good.
Awesome. I remember like me and my dad doing the whole of the campaign together, and literally being like, "Hey, it's midnight. We're going to bed now." We're gonna come back at 7 a.m. We regroup here. We eat while we play. We just go through it. I remember one day just coming downstairs and my dad's like, I was like, "What's up, man?" He was like, just out of curiosity, I went to the next level and it's. Have you played the first level?
Yeah.
It was the level when you first meet the Flood. So you go through that little swamp thing and then you go into the research facility and it gets all creepy.
Yeah.
The man looked like he'd seen a ghost.
Oh god.
He looked like he'd shat himself. He was like, I can't.
There's a thing like that in the first. Did you ever play Half-Life?
Yeah.
There's a bit in that where you walk into this pipe, then all of a sudden this thing just starts walking towards you. I remember as a kid that just creeping me out.
It's crazy. It's like I played that Slender Man game when it first dropped, and everyone on YouTube was like, "Oh my god, it's so scary!" I'm like, "How scary can it really be?" Because I've seen you do it.
Yeah.
And then you play it, and as soon as you're like, "Ah no, please help me, God."
That's one thing. The game that's creeped me out the most is, have you ever played Outlast?
Yeah.
Yes. First game you're in an asylum. Second game it turns into a cult, and that one just gets
really
horrible. You're running through, and there's like some woman with a massive axe coming after you. You've got to try and climb under fences, push stuff along, and you can hear her screaming behind you. The second one gets even.
That sounds horrible.
Yeah. There's a score at one point where you have to start trying to slam doors behind you as there's like things in the skull. Yeah. So that's the one that's creeped me out the most.
What game? Well, no. What film would you like to see made into a game? A tiny coffee table.
I don't know. I'm trying to think. I don't know what. That's a question I've never been asked. Because Resident Evil already got made into turned into a horrible franchise.
Yeah. With Mia Djokovic or Djokovic.
Get Out as a computer.
Get Out as a survival horror. Yeah,
that would be horrible.
That was a great film.
Yeah.
And he's got a new one coming out.
Us. Yeah.
That looks interesting. I've got no idea what it's like.
There's the thing of the scissors. That's all I've seen of the poster. There's a really weird poster of someone with like a glove on, red cloak, and some scissors in their hand, and they've been sending letters round to critics and stuff, and with little writing on it, being like, "We're watching you." So he's doing a really good ad campaign for it.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah, what would you like? What film would you like to see made?
Why was there not a proper Avengers game made, where you can just play through the storyline of Avengers Assemble and eventually like Age of Ultron?
The only way you can do that is with Lego.
That's not what I mean.
They haven't done an actual. They made it.
Well, you can just like you start the because think of the replayability factor. You start the game and you're like, I want to play as Iron Man.
Yeah.
You do the whole campaign as Iron Man. You see all the other characters there, and then at the end it's like, so do you want to do the whole thing again as Thor or like?
No, you can only do that with the Lego Avengers.
I love the Lego games. I think they're so much fun. The Lego Batman games. Are some of my favourite. Like
I played the Jurassic Park ones recently. They were because it does all right up to Jurassic World, so it does all the other films. The third one they do just take the mick with that because it's her going around shouting for her son the whole time. You know when he's been taken, and it's like the guy you have to keep because you can just keep pressing the button to make her keep shouting, and it gets so annoying after a while.
I love Lego. Did you ever play Lego as a child?
Yeah.
When I was little in Romania, I didn't have like a wide variety of toys, but I had a serious number of Legos. Like anytime any kid came around my house to play, I'd be like, "Hey man, you don't really have a choice, because we're playing with Lego." I'm just getting this like crate out and being like, "Look at my 3 million Lego pieces. We can make anything that we want." It's crazy. I remember I pretended to make the thing from Ghostbusters. Yeah, the little thing that detects. Yeah.
Yeah.
I made one of those, and my mum was like, "What's that?" And I was like, "Are you dumb?" It's the thing from Ghostbusters, mum.
Yeah, she should have known that.
She should have known. She should have done. No, my mum's very like, she's keen to like learn and understand stuff, but she just does not know anything about anything. Like when I show her videos of my gigs and stuff with my sets, she's
Does she like your material? Has she come to watch you?
The first time she ever came to see me was this is a great story. I was emceeing. I was hosting, and I see my mum walk in with my sister. My sister's 16. And like, literally just threw me because I knew they were coming, but they were like, I'd already started. They were coming late, and I was like, my mum has just walked in. Everyone, give it up for my mum, and everyone gave her like a big round of applause. And she literally went she came in over here, she came in like that, up the aisle halfway, in all the way over here, as if she was trying to disturb as many people as possible. She could sit on the far side of the wall there, and I was just like, Mum, come on, get your shit together. And then there's a joke I have where I go, no, the thing is, I was at this gig and I went outside for a cigarette, and I literally I saw my mum there, and I went outside for not a cigarette at all, don't smoke, just went outside for some fresh air.
Does she not know you?
I'm a grown man. She knows that I used to, but
She thought you'd quit it at this point.
And so we get the acts on, and one of these foreigners they have nowadays, they talk about being deported, and my mum, the act comes on, talks about being deported, and I come on, and just as to like make light of the thing, I'm like, oh yeah, cool, being deported with this whole Brexit thing is a little bit scary, because obviously like I don't sound foreign. I've been here 18 years, 2/3 of my life I've spent in this country. My sister, she was born in this country. We've got no fear there. My mum talks like Borat, and we need someone to like look after us at home, sort of thing. And my mum went, "Don't worry, it's fine. I've already been deported before," and that's how I found out. And everyone was laughing, and I was like, haha, wait, what?
That's always a good way to find it out.
Yeah, and I was just like, look, I need to go have a word with my mum. Please welcome your next act to the stage. So yeah, my mum does this funny thing where I show her my videos, and she looks at them and she does nothing. She smiles and nods at the punchlines, doesn't laugh, and then she went, "That was very funny."
Oh, she hasn't. Yeah, that's you don't know how to feel then if she hasn't laughed the whole time. But
Yeah,
told you it's
like,
very
was
funny.
it funny? Yeah, was it hilarious, Mum? Yeah, because you literally didn't chuckle once. But I don't think like my comedy is her speed. Bless her, she tries to help me. She sends me videos of like interviews that Michael McIntyre's done.
Your favourite?
And my favourite comedian ever, Michael McIntyre.
He does exactly the same type of material that you do.
It's uncanny, mate. When I start running up and down stages on the London Open Mic circuit, people are like, that is a scholar of McIntyre, an acolyte of the man draw. Jesus. Yeah, so she sends me these things thinking that she's helping. I'm like, Mum, don't worry about that.
My mum tries to give me jokes.
Yeah.
And I'm like, this is nothing I would ever soundstage, Mum. And she tries to be like, why don't you tell a story about your uncle, this thing that happened to him? It's like, well, this didn't happen to me, so it doesn't make any sense being like, this happened to my uncle. It's like, no, that it doesn't make sense. And she came to my show this year, and she's like, I got some of it, but I didn't get all of it. Which my dad as well. He was like, I don't know any of the movies you were speaking about, but it was still fun to watch.
Yeah. That's fun. A lot of people that I work with, so I work at Heathrow, and a lot of people that I work with are from like Asia, Africa, Middle East, that kind of place, Eastern Europe. And I remember once at work, some woman comes up to my colleague, gives her his boarding card and her passport to check, and she's flying to New York, and but she's flying on a different airline. And she was like, "Oh, sorry, I thought that this was where we have to go for this airline." He was like, No, it's for another one. So, "Oh, okay, sorry, thank you." And she walks off, and he looks at me and goes, "You should put that in your set." I was like, "What?" It was like, that whole thing, because she thought that you come here for this airline, But then you have to go to another place for the airline that she's actually on. She had her boarding card was a different airline. I was like, yeah, you mate, you're killing it. I'll open with that tonight.
That wouldn't, yeah. not
That was one of my
helpful
least favourite things when people are like, here's one. You could use this in your set if you want. Here's a story for you, and it's just like, I've heard this joke a million times in a million different formats. Why did you get into stand up, dude?
I was doing, like with the YouTube thing, I was doing sketches and stuff online already, writing a lot of stuff, doing short films, and then I went along just to comedy night at the end of the road here, and started watching that, seeing how people were doing it. I'd already been into stand up quite a bit, and then I was like, I can write some stuff, I'll give this a go, and it was sort of that was like 2.5 years ago that I got into it.
Nice.
So, yeah.
Nice. Crazy. 2.5 years.
Yeah. Well, started July 2016. Yeah.
Awesome.
Started doing it. How are you? It's weird. Yeah, we already comedy was the second thing, Rob, and you've.
Oh, I'm sorry. Let's move on to other things.
I think that's how I think we should close it, because I said we've done. I think we have the battery lights flashing. That's how much we've done. But that won't run out. I don't know if we let's close it on how did you get into comedy?
let's finish things at the beginning. It's a weird story. I went to Egypt last September, and like I'd always wanted to go to Egypt as a kid.
Yeah.
I was fascinated by it, and I went to Egypt and I was like, wow, I'm in Egypt. I'm in Cairo. I went to see the pyramids. I was like, wow, the pyramids. And I had like a weird moment of like spirituality. And I touched the Great Pyramid of Giza, and I was like, I don't know what's going to happen.
Of a Giza?
Of a Giza. Touched a Giza. No. My girlfriend at the time, me and her mum and the tour guide guy, we were all like stood together, and we were going to leave the bit where the main pyramid is and go up like a little dune thing to get like a good view of all of them. And I was like, wait, it's right there. I could touch it. I just went up to it, and look, my girlfriend was like, what are you doing? And I just didn't answer, just went up to it and just like put my hand on the stone, and I was like, wow, I touched it. So stupid. And I was like, and it's just like, I was like, wow, and like, all I had to do, like to achieve this like dream that I've had since I was a child, was just buy a plane ticket and sort it out and go there. And then when I came back, I was like, what else have I always wanted to do that I never had a chance? And I was like, well, I've always really been into stand-up. So I was like, yeah, cool, let's... And what I did was, I was like, I know I'm going to postpone writing anything, so I'm going to book in at a night before I write any material, so that I have a deadline. And I started emailing around, and the first place I emailed was the 99 Club in London.
Yeah, they're going to... Yeah, come on.
And I messaged them, I sent them an email, and I was like, hey, just wondering if you got like an open 5-minute spot. And they replied, and they're like, hey, we normally have people here who have at least 2 film or TV credits to their name, unfortunately. But good luck. Glad to hear that you're starting up stand-up. And they were so lovely to me about it that I replied, and I was like, cool, hopefully see you in a couple of years. And then just went to the Cavendish Arms.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, did Comedy Virgins, and then, yeah.
And that's where you are now. Oh,
yeah.
Sorry, there's my...
We have another guest.
Got my... This is how professional we are here. There's 2 fridges in this room because my girlfriend's a baker. She had to come and get a cake. Cavendish Arms, where you said you...
Yeah, did the first one, and then haven't looked back since. I've had a few bits where like I bombed after 10 gigs. I had my first real on-stage death, and it was horrible. And I took 3 weeks out just to like recuperate. But then after like a week and a half, I was like, I need it back in my veins. I can't. I'm like hooked to it.
Yeah, I did. I remember there was one point where I did bandy at a gig, and I was like, I'm gonna quit doing this, and then I stopped doing it for 3 weeks. Went and watched some stand-up, and I was like, no, I wanna be doing this again.
Yeah. But now, like, I find it funny when I die on stage.
I don't even really care about it anymore.
Yeah.
If I die on stage, I'm like, I'm never gonna be like, this you don't get me. It's like, no, I might have not been on the ball that night or whatever.
Yeah, like I've spent a whole show dying as an MC, and that was a sensational bit of work on my behalf, because there was just dread. Every time I had to give an act the light, I'd be like, 30 seconds till I have to go back up there and murder any mood they brought just with my stupid freaking face. Just going up there and going, do you guys like that person? Like, we don't like you. Is that what's actually going on?
We don't want you on stage right
just
now.
Get them to introduce the next act, and you just sit down and give them a little light. Don't even do that. Get them to do it. Just leave the pub. Yeah, no, stand-up's weird. Weird.
Yeah, it's very weird. Is there anything you want to recommend people to watch, listen to? I didn't ask you about music. That's one thing. Recommend an album that you've liked this year, so then we can just fit in that's in the music as well.
I don't. Oh, actually, an album. I don't know if it's this year or last year. Jaden Smith's album, Sire, Syre.
I think that was this year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tip top. Really enjoyed that. I was surprised because he's weird as hell.
Yeah, he was in the film Skate Kitchen that came out this year, and he was good in it. He was meant to just be a photographer, but he was.
Yeah, Skate Kitchen.
Yeah.
You watch. I always see you post like, and today, guys, I'm going to be watching Tarantula Spider. Like what?
Yeah, Santa Jaws was the film the other day.
Goblin Snake, like.
But yeah, Skate Kitchen is just about a girl skate group, and then he joins in with them.
Nice. Listen to Sire, Syre by Jaden Smith. Will Smith's. I hate being that guy now. But it's Will Smith's kid. Yeah.
Will Smith is now a YouTuber as well.
Yeah, he's great. He's so funny.
But he does the clickbait videos. Sadly on YouTube now.
Yeah. Another thing that you should listen to if you have any kind of podcast.
Popcorn.
interest,
Yeah, Popcorn City.
Popcorn City or Popcorn_City if you're trying to find us on Twitter and Instagram and Facebook. You need to get on Facebook.
Is it just on iTunes, your podcast?
No, it's on SoundCloud, iTunes, loads of.
Has it got on Spotify?
Not yet. Getting on Spotify is a bit of a.
Yeah,
It's a weird one. You need to have almost be signed to a podcast label sort of thing, and then they sort it all out.
Just make your own label. That's what you do.
It's not enough hours in a day, man. I'm too busy churning out gold all the time. Popcorn City, it's me and 3 other guys, and sometimes we have guests just talking about films. Not just films, anything that you can see on a screen. If you listen back to it, there was a period this year where we spent 2 or 3 episodes talking about porn quite a lot. I don't know how we got around to it. The Porn Awards came around. Apparently, I didn't watch them. Someone else on the podcast.
Yeah, I didn't watch them. No, of course not.
No, yeah, Popcorn City. Listen to our fun little podcast, and can I do my social media stuff as well?
Yep, that's what you can say before. Yeah.
I've been Rob Dan, and if you want to keep up to date with me in a text fashion, at Rob Dan Tweets on Twitter, and if you want to keep up to date with me in a photographic fashion, Rob Danstagram on Instagram. What, you're not a fan of Rob Danstagram?
I follow you on that, but why did I never realise that?
Stupid, isn't it? Rob Danstagram.
Never realised that your name on there. It's good.
Yeah. Thank you for having me. This has been a load of fun.
Thank you for being on this.
Where
did it go?
The little
we had minor figures coffee today.
Nitro cold brew.
I don't know what coffee we'll be trying next time.
Can I suggest one?
Yeah.
You should get the little things from Co-op. They do the little Starbucks espressos in the thing.
Someone got me this cold brew. It says soda, but that might be the next.
That is an odd shape for a can.
Yeah, cold brew soda, but there's coffee in that as well. So maybe that'll be the.
Is that fridge just full of coffee? Is that a hand?
It's just random stuff in there.
Why is there a baby? That's crazy. I see why you're so protective of getting stuff out of there, having the door half closed now. You're a sick fuck. I'm out of here.
Thank you.